Good morning, Bird Gang. I hope all you guys are doing well. And our apologies. Uh, Unfortunately, Daniel decided to deploy some more features to the production. But we are here now, and thank you for joining us. We are super excited about the Biscotti and the features and obviously the price reduction. Welcome, Daniel. How are you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. A little bit nervous. Well,
A little bit nervous.
we've just been talking, and you saw that we had some deployment issues. Well, my name is Daniel. Hi, Bird Gang. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So, Daniel, can you? I know it's been a rough this morning, but I know you are trying your best to have more languages, more countries that you want to cover for the cookie consent, and you're trying your best. So, and we still went and said, okay, why not we just go live and we'll see how it goes. So, can you tell us about yourself, about team, why you build Biscotti, and why you come up with the name like Biscotti? Like everybody's wondering. Actually, it's a catchy name for sure.
Yeah. Well, let me just quickly introduce myself. I'm Daniel in the late 40s. I've been living in Berlin for more than 20 years now. I'm originally from Bonn. And I've been in the, I would call it, well, in the founder space for the last 25 years, almost since I finished my university studies. I did political science, actually, so nothing to do with tech. But in 2005, I joined an internet company, and since then, I've been very loyal to this industry. Founded a couple of companies, Eatster, which was sold to Just Eat in the UK, and, well, an online counseling platform. So I'm pretty keen on marketplaces, actually. And this is where Biscotti comes into play. We founded a company called Camp Cruisers, which is a booking platform for camper vans, and developed Biscotti CMP as part of this product. It's going to be live now in the upcoming version, which is going to be deployed next week. So we're going to replace the old CMP system there. And the reason behind it was quite simple. Well, first of all, we thought, okay, we were not quite happy with the pricing model that most of these providers came up with. And secondly, we missed something that would allow us to create even complex legal text, not just an imprint or privacy declaration, but also terms and conditions for our own site, which used to cost us a fortune, including in different languages. We're operating the site in 9 languages. So then maybe half a year back, I read in the news that a couple of AI tools like Gemini actually passed the US bar exam for lawyers, and the same happened in Germany. So I thought, okay, why shouldn't we be able to solve this challenge with AI? And this is essentially what makes us different from most, if not all, competitors, that we are not basing our legal text generator on templates, but on AI generation with a smart wizard that guides you through all the questions and really takes away the pain of creating these documents.
Perfect. I'm just checking in on our group. Guys, feel free to join our Facebook group. All the discussions about the lifetime deals are happening there. So feel free to join. Just give you 1 second. Alrighty. So let's get started. I want to make sure we do occasionally get a little bit of hiccups from the group where the live stream sometimes don't stream until it's a little late. But everything is working. Why don't you share the dashboard of Biscotti and give us a live demo on the product?
Oh, by the way, thanks for the reminder. You were asking for the Biscotti name.
Yes.
The idea is my wife is Italian, So my kids speak Italian at home, and I was looking for an alternative to cookies. And then I did the domain research, and it's quite hard to find a brand, but nobody making biscotti. I don't know why. So that was how Biscotti was born, basically. Let me just share the dashboard.
Guys, I also want to ask you to please feel free to ask question, and Daniel is here to answer. We're gonna try our best to go through all the questions. Also, again, we are also doing a live offering a coupon 50% off. Again, it's gonna be we're gonna try to be random, and we'll pick a winner, one winner from for that 50% coupon. I'm gonna share your screen.
Is it coming up?
Yep.
Perfect. So would you like me to walk you through?
Please.
Okay. Well, this is essentially where you start when you log into the Biscotti dashboard. It's the place where you can create your banners, where you can make visual adjustments to your banners, and also where you can define your websites. And of course, it's the place where you can schedule your scans. And I will just show you through. So this is the dashboard. There is an AI auditor which only works once you have done a scan. So it's required to scan your website before you can actually do this. You can see your visitor stats on the right side, see where these visitors come from, and also depending on the package you bought on the plan, you can see how many sessions do I have left, how many sessions do I have consumed. We have a fair rollover model, so if you don't use all your sessions within 1 month, 50% of these roll over to the next month, so you can consume them later. Well, that's just a little bit of a sort of a BI dashboard. You can see your unique visitors, page views, consents, the opt-in rate. This is actually related to the banner you place on your website, and then see which devices people come from, consent, and you can see the countries. This is the scanner. Essentially, to start a scan, you would just have to click here. I think it's we can save the time and not do this right now, because it will just stop the presentation. We'll have to wait for the results to come up, but it does start in real time. And or maybe we should. Well, we do one. We have to do a fresh one because it just deployed. So it'll run through now, and then you can check the details and see what the scanner actually found. Then you have the compliance report, where you can choose your target region, the target region you would like to, that you're addressing with your website. See what your compliance score looks like, if there are any warnings, what the last scan brought, and then you can have a look at the vendor list which has been imported. That's essentially it. Retention periods, disclose third parties, etc. So this is these are all the dimensions this compliance report spits out. And then you've got your banner designer, which works like this. You have to select your website first, and to define your website, I will just do it the other way around. You would go here, add a new website, type in the domain, save it, and then you can also define web properties, such as your blog. Why is that? Because when you want to create, first of all, it's really helpful that you can do one scan, and this scan does not only scan your main domain, but also your subdomain. And secondly, it makes more sense if you create a privacy declaration, that you do a privacy declaration for both your blog, for example, and for the your online shop page or whatever it is, so that you have one privacy declaration and that you do not have to look after 5 or 10 competing documents, because it's just more hassle. In these website settings, You can select your jurisdiction. So we've got basically the whole European Union, but we also have, of course, the United Kingdom. We've got the United States. And since this morning, we added basically the whole world. Some of the jurisdictions are still missing, so you see them here, but we will have to implement some code tomorrow to have this also in the AI legal generator wizard. And then we will have most privacy laws of the world covered. Regarding the banner language, you can either choose your language, or you can do an auto IP setup, so that it will detect the country or where you're browsing from, or also set it up in a way that you use the language reference in your code, and then it will detect it and show the banner in the language that you selected on the website. This is essentially what we do on the Biscotti CMP www marketing website. When you use the language selector, it will automatically switch to the language you selected.
Just one quick thing. I just want to make sure people understand this. So, for example, like if I'm looking at a website that is in a different language, and if I'm going there with my IP address, which is Canadian IP address, will it be showing me the banner in English if I set it up to geo IP location?
If you are in an English-speaking country, it would, yes.
Oh, that's amazing. That's actually a very good feature, and I haven't seen many tools. They don't offer this kind of features, so it will automatically pick, and then so you understand and you click yes, and go for it. Okay, makes sense.
Okay, should I move on to show you the banner designer?
Sure, yeah, I would love to. I know you have made a huge update on these banner designs, and and I remember like when was initially launched, it had few options, and now it's like everything. So go for it.
To be honest, thanks to the early bird gang, because we got so many feedbacks. People asked for different features. They asked for Thai language, which we implemented now, and they asked for, could you please implement some new templates, because the one you have is nice, but it's a little bit boring. It doesn't fit my site. So that's when we said, okay, let's just do this on the fly. That was one of the reasons why we had some issues just before this session. Let's go back here. So essentially, to create a banner, this is an active banner which I already created. I can just edit it. It's essentially the same if you do a new banner or if you edit one. Just have a look here. You give it a name. You select your opt-in or opt-out, which opt-out would be for the US. For Europe, it would be opt-in. And then you've got your banner text. We have the standard text predefined, which should be legally sound. But of course, you can adjust them to your needs. You can put it into a more informal branding tone, depending on your company audience, your customers. And you can set this up in all these different languages. If you do not wish to edit them, these are the banner text that would be shown automatically. Then you can add your privacy policy and your legal notice link, which is then the link to your website, to the respective page on your website. And here you've got some predefined templates, which you can choose from, whatever you like best. You can even choose the banner icon, the floating banner icon. The plan is also that you can, in the near future, upload your own icon there, but this hasn't been implemented yet, but this is still to come. Then regarding the options, the floating button is essentially it's a round button which is floating in the bottom corner, so that people can, even after they already accepted or rejected to the services on your website, they can open the Cookie Banner app again and make some adjustments if they want to change, if they change their mind. You can choose if you wish to show granular content options, which would really not only give people the choice to let's say, I don't want marketing, but they could say, yes, I allow this marketing pixel to fire, but I do not want Google Analytics to track me, for example. Okay, so you could really select this by service. And then there is the ethical mode, which is a European thing, but it's quite helpful. It's very strict. Basically, if you set up in your browser that you do not want advertising, it will reject everything automatically. It's very practical for people who don't like ads on their page, and it is something that, from my point of view, is going to be implemented or was just implemented by law. Then you've got your preview here. You can also switch your language to, I don't know, French, and then you've got the French preview, or whatever language you would like to select from.
One quick thing on that, actually, just
Yes,
if you can
sure.
go back.
Of course.
So there's an option, if you can please go down. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, no, go up, please. So there, go up, please. Banner icon. There's quite a bit of options if you can use a drop down and show those options. These are just icons, right? Can you please show those? Okay. So I guess, okay, so it does okay.
Exactly. The floating banner icon, I could show this to you as well, but then I would have to switch my screen to the other demo screen. It's the round button. It's, of course, we don't have it here in the I will show it to you later.
No, I really like this icon with the shear. Like what it is, like, is it the same thing? It's just you're just showing them the shear kind of thing?
Yes.
Yeah, because it kind of builds a trust when I see stuff like this. Even though it's just a small icon, but it makes me feel like it's like legit, right? The website is legit,
True.
Business is legit, right?
True. Yeah, this one. I also like the lock actually. The fingerprint not that much, but it really depends also on the business model you have, right? Okay, so let's go to the how to implement your banner. I mean, this is probably one of the most important questions. I know how to do it. This is why I would probably almost go over this. There's an embed code which you can just open here. That's the script you have to copy paste, and then you just put this into your website code. Or what you can also do is, if you want to use a plugin, for example, for WordPress, all you need is this website ID, and this is the ID that you have to copy paste into the WordPress plugin, and that's all you have to do to set up your WordPress plugin, the website.
Can you highlight that ID so we can see?
This one here?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. You also see this, you've got the website ID also in the, we'll just close this one. You've also got this if you go here, because as I said, you can have different URLs using a subdomain and a normal, like a main domain, which we have, for example, in this Camp Cruisers case here. So here, for example, this would be then the blog ID, and then you have the other ID is this one up here. Okay. So the subdomains, you would find them then if you go click on the settings button here, and then just scroll down and you find it there. Now this is the audit log, so you can actually see what happened, what was done. Then we have a new feature here, which I think is quite fancy. I know I got the feedback already. You only give us 2,000 sessions for a review. We will rethink this now, but it was just released yesterday. So basically, give us an honest review. We would really appreciate it, and you can just get some extra credits. Now, something important, I think, from your point of view, was the agency. Feature that we have. Is that right, Sam?
Sorry, yeah, sorry, I just got distracted. So yeah, I apologize. So the agency feature, yes. So it's something I brought it up to Danielle and Philip, and I think I kind of move like for me it didn't make sense, so I brought it up. And again, I'm thankful that you implement that, because then it makes it a proper white label, that people who wants to use, agency owners especially. So yeah, go for it, brother. You did good job. So
Okay,
talk about it.
all the best. Now, yeah, we had a little bit misunderstanding when I discussed all the all our features with Umar and with Sam, because we have one feature here which is called white label. Okay, well, I'll just show it to you quickly. Essentially, this is white labeling your banner. But then they said, but an agency, they would expect something else. I mean, they would expect something like reseller accounts, or that that you can essentially run Biscotti CMP under your own flag. And so we did another deep dive into the code and said, okay, let's do it. So just quickly, this one, because we missed that one, you can do a couple of adjustments that are not reflected in the other banner section here. Okay, for example, define a brand name, which will be shown in the footer of the banner, and then you can upload your own logo. You can hide the powered by section, or hide this footer, which is then this label line here. And you can also do some color adjustments, right? For example, this one here, this is the powered by Biscotti. We only have this in the free plan. In the other plans, you can disable it. But you could also put now, powered by early bird, or something like this, whatever you want to put there. Now, let's go back to this one here, to the agency section. So what we implemented is essentially a multi-tenant system, where agencies can add their own clients. It does not have billing yet. This is a request that recently came in, so we are considering implementing this as well. So what you can do is you can just put a company name in here, one of your agency clients, put the email address in there. They will get an invitation then, which they can accept. And if they click on this invitation, they will go into your sort of agency branded Biscotti. You can also or directly create a domain for your client. If you help a client setting up his website, just put his www.myclient.com in here, and then the website entry will be done and the website ID will be created. So all you have to do is basically pass this website ID on, or he can actually fetch it himself and set it up on his website, or you help him. Then this is for your internal records, your customer name and number, and this is also for your internal information. Now, as you can see here, this one is actually a standard agency plan. It's not the lifetime deal, because on the lifetime deal, you get 5 million sessions, which is the tier 4. Whereas in the normal agency deal, it's only 2 million sessions, and you are free to assign these sessions the way you would like to assign them. Okay, so you can either say, if you leave it empty, it will just uses the shared pool, and once all the sessions are consumed, they're gone. Okay, but you can also say, okay, this is an important client with a large website. I will give him 500,000 sessions per month, and I will build him accordingly. This is all up to you. Now, there is the branding section. So you can do your own agency branding here, upload your logo, choose your colors. You can do either your own brand slug, then it will run under the Biscotti flag still, or under the Biscotti website. Or if you want complete white label, it's also possible. Then all you have to do is set up your custom domain here. And you can also set up your own email sending service then, so that all the emails get sent in your own branding. We have a number of email providers pre-configured, all transaction mail providers, such as the most important ones like Mandrill, MailChimp. But you could also use your Gmail account or your custom SMTP server if you know that you're not sending so many emails that you're not going to end up in spam. This is essentially I think that's the most important information regarding this app section.
Just 1 second. I'm just gonna go quickly. So the email provider, if you want to set up your own custom SMTP, is available. Yes. Gmail is available. MailChimp is available. MailJet is available. SendGrid is available, and Resend is available. Or you can also use Biscotti default one, which will cost you nothing.
Exactly.
Can you use the drop down? I just want to make sure it's showing. Does it? No. Just use the drop down. Okay. So you just click on it. Okay. No. Okay. So it does not show the drop down when you share a screen. So which just makes sense. That's why. That's why I had to read it through everything.
Okay. Now, essentially, it's all you have to do is you get your API key from your transaction mail provider, you put it in there, and your API key, the secret key, and then your sender address, which you have to set up before accordingly on your transaction mail service. So because otherwise it will just not process it, and that's it. And then you can send emails in your own name. Yeah. We did another page here, which is, I think, has a lot of useful information. It's the installation page with a number of FAQs, which will be, there will be more FAQ coming, and we are still building up this database. You can also see a website ID here, by the way. So if you don't want to look under your websites or in the subdomains, you just find it here. And then also the installation code can be found here. Now, there is a couple of plugins we have developed. I will show you the WordPress plugin in a minute. I think this is what would be interesting from your point of view, Sam. Was that right?
Yeah, I think some people who maybe would use a WordPress plugin, and it will be easier for them to use it rather than because it's not about just agencies going to be using it. We have solo entrepreneur, we have freelancer, we have small business owners. So WordPress, WordPress plugin, it also gives you a kind of extra backlink, so just show us about the WordPress if you can, if it does provide any other extra features from WordPress panel.
I will show it to you in a second. Just to finish this, So if you don't want to use this standard implementation or the standard code snippet, there are some other options like for Google Tag Manager. There is an Next.js solution. There's WordPress, and you can download your plugin here. There's updates coming right now every couple of weeks or every 5 days or every 6 days, depends, because we're still implementing more and more features, and some changes always require like an update of your WordPress. It's not in the WordPress directory yet. We applied for it, and they are reviewing it right now, but it always takes like 10 to 14 days to get their feedback, just that you know. Shopify is going, this is done, but it hasn't been deployed yet. But you will have the Shopify plugin shortly, and there's also another one for Magento, for Shopware, and for PrestaShop. Just let me know if you're interested. I can also provide you with these plugins. Try them out and give me your feedback. Now, let me just check the. I will just change my screen to.
You want to share a different screen?
Yes, just a second. I'm switching to WordPress now.
Yeah. When you're ready, you let me know. I do want to mention one more thing. You did mention something about the rollover credit. that's something you wanna. Okay, okay. Let's. Okay. Here we go.
Can you see this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this is actually our Camp Cruises WordPress blog. There are no secret personal details in here, so nothing to hide here. This is the plugin. We'll just switch this to English now. Just a second. Okay, so what you can do here, first of all, you've got these options. You've got the wizard. The wizard is for creating legal text, such as an imprint, data privacy declaration, data processing agreement, terms and conditions, you name it, right? Then you've got the consent banner set up. So what you can do is either you create the banner in the app, or you create it on WordPress. If you do it on WordPress, it will be synchronized to the app, or to our backend, basically, so that you've got a single point of truth, and it can also be synced back in the other direction, of course. Now you can select where the banner is supposed to come up, bottom center, modal, overlay, the styling, and here you've got the button to sync it from the app if you have created the banner before on the app. Colors, text, custom CSS can be adjusted if you feel like it. To set up the WordPress plugin, you find all the information here. So what you do is, if you type your website ID in here, just copy paste it, click on the Save Connection button, and that's it. And then you see the connected message right away, and it's done. You've got the content features here, which you can set up, content lifespan, banner expiration in days, etc. Do you want automatic vendor blocking, yes or no? Blocker for this Ajax content, and the debug mode if you want to show it. And then you can link your privacy declaration here and your imprint. Now the subscription field is not really relevant now for the lifetime deals, because the lifetime deals are far better than the subscriptions, of course. But what I would like to show you is the legal suite, which looks like this. I think this is pretty unique, actually, on the market. I haven't seen it like this in a way, or like this before. Most competitors or other solutions are based on templates, right? So they are very helpful when you just want to, launch a simple online shop, something like this. But when it comes to more complex business models, most of the time you will require a lawyer to help you, make up these documents. We cannot promise you 100% legal accuracy at all time, right? So we are not going to replace a professional lawyer, but we are pretty convinced that it does meet the requirements most people have. So what you have to do is you select a jurisdiction, set up your audience. Are you serving B2C, B2B, or both? This is important because of, for example, there are different revocation policies in Europe for B2B and for B2C clients. They have different, there are different regulations regarding product guarantees, etc. This is why you have to choose this. Then you can set up your identity. Basically, you put your address in here and all the details you have to legally show. Also define your customer service hours, and then you can select your business purpose. In this case, we are operating a marketplace, but you could also say that you are doing an online shop, a company website, personal blog, software as a service, something we are doing now here with Biscotti, or you're an agency. Then you select what you're actually what you're doing on your website. Are you collecting customer data in terms of, for doing email marketing? Are you selling products? Do you have a contact form? Can users leave comments on your site, or can they do reviews? All this stuff is quite important. And for European startups, this is something utterly important now, is the Digital Services Act, so that you can be compliant with this one. If you have a model, we do, for example, that is DSA regulated, you could just tick this box and then you move on. Compliance analysis, it'll just send you through all these questions. What is your offer type, binding offer, or are you basically inviting somebody to are you making a binding offer on your website, or can the customer actually say that he would like to buy your product, and then sending you sending him the confirmation? That's when you actually accept it. Contract conclusion, how is this done? Confirmation email, or on the order page, or when the goods are shipped. All this can be set up here. Payment processing, whatever you have to select. Then you've got your tech stack. So basically you can, where's your server hosted? Are you on Google, or is it hosted on AWS? Which newsletter provider are you using? MailChimp, Mailjet? We just had a look at them. Just put it in here. It's a little bit more comfortable actually if you do it in the app, but you can also do it on WordPress. Then select your social media. Data processing agreement, if you process data on behalf of others. Then you have the smart interview, right, which will just walk you through all these things: consumer rights, warranty, etc., subscriptions, data handling and portability. Do you offer this? And then you have industry-specific stuff, which you can select from, and then you move on and you go to the document creation. And that's where you can now create your documents, and you can also publish them. And in the app, you can actually see if a document is published or if it's in draft mode. And you can also, if you prefer to do this on the app that we just had a look at before, you can also do the document generation on the app, click publish there, and then it gets synced to your WordPress blog if you use the shortcodes that we provide. That is, yeah, that's it basically.
So let me just quickly ask you something. So when someone install this plugin, do they have to add the website ID and everything get like here? How does it work? Like I just missed the beginning. Or you have to log into the dashboard?
Oh, no, exactly. I will just go, I will show it here. When you install this plugin, you end up here first, right? This is the Biscotti dashboard. That's what you reach when you click on this Biscotti CMP navigation link. Now, settings is what you would do first. If you haven't installed anything yet, if it's a fresh install, it will guide you automatically. Essentially, it takes you here to settings, and this is where you copy the website ID, which is the one you obtained from the website section, which I showed you on the app before.
Perfect. So I'm quite happy and impressed with this WordPress plugin, because it kind of gives you pretty much everything what you can do on the Biscotti website. You can do it on WordPress, and it kind of syncs, right? Everything kind of sync between them, and you can create your privacies, policies, everything can be done from here. So it's amazing. Again, a good job. It's very detailed. You didn't leave anything like, because I've seen like some plugins that, they make it easier for you to copy and paste the script, and that's about the job they do. But everything else you want to do, you have to do it from the app. So I like this, that you are giving them an option to change things around in the app, in the WordPress plugin, I believe.
It was a little bit of a policy decision, actually. I don't know if we're going to do it again for all the other shopwares and PrestaShops and Magentas out there. It wasn't trivial to set it up that way, because it's easier just take the banner, put it into the WordPress plugin. Essentially, nobody changes anything there. That's easier than syncing it with the backend. But I know that so many people use WordPress, and that all they want is just use their WordPress login and do all the settings there, and they do not want to worry about any other separate apps. So this is why we said, okay, for WordPress we do this separate setup, giving you most of the features that you would also find on the app.
Daniel, carry on, please.
No, that's a good one. Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. No problem. It allowed me to take a break as well.
So I think we covered, and again, I do wanna go over one. I saw someone ask, and you also mentioned about the rollover credit of sessions.
Yes.
And I know we made few changes in the deal. We try to make it better, pocket friendly for early bird users. We introduced a tier 4 plan, which was tier 3 and was $4.99, and we made it $3.99. It had 25 sub accounts. We made it 50 sub accounts. We made it good white label features in there that makes more sense. The rollover credit of sessions that is mentioned now. Do you want to quickly go over? I know you said it, but I just want to hear it one more time, because we usually, don't. We tell founders not to give this rollover credit, because they can accumulate so many credits, and if they want to use it, and they can eventually crash your servers.
But there's a catch.
Okay, as long as there's a catch, I'll leave it at that. I will leave it at that. I'm pretty sure when you discuss with Omar and he told you, a few things to make sure that to watch out for it. We want our founders, the deals we launch, we want them to be successful. We don't want to get them into some kind of trap where they are not sustainable. So that's very, very extremely important for us. The deals we launch, we want to make sure they get the best value. Our users get the best value. Our founders get the best feedback, and grow their product. I will quickly. We do have audience, and there's questions coming up, so I'm going to read those questions through. We have So we had Jaddeep, we had Patrick. Hi, Patrick. We have Nick. We have Dylan. Patrick is saying, my wife made biscotti cheesecake over the weekend. So that's great. It's a name that nobody will forget, right? So it's a good feeling name. Is the rollover the 50% of the leftover are actually monthly or along? Is it monthly, or how does it work?
It works like this. Actually, the rollover is meant for people who are on the normal standard paid plans, right? It works like this. If you have credits left from or sessions left from 1 month, then you can take 50% of these sessions into the next month.
Okay, perfect. Makes sense.
But it will not. You can't do this for more than 2 months. After that, there will not be any more accumulation, because otherwise, we would be running the risk you mentioned.
Yeah, exactly. So, but still a good gesture. It's nice because sometimes people do. I don't know who will go over, but if you are buying a tier 4 plan, would love to see somebody going over from one website. So there will be
for the tier 4. We have a pretty cool extension package also in place.
Yeah. So I also want to our audience know that, feel free to join our group. I know some of you are already watching in the group, so it's not for you guys, it's meant for people who are watching from Facebook page and YouTube and other live stream. Please feel free to join our group. We do giveaways for 50% off, so if you do want to participate, feel free to join. And even for this live event, we'll be doing at least one 50% off coupon, and which we haven't figured it out how we're gonna give it away. Let me Ben Dallas saying nice product. Nick is asking, so we don't need WordPress. I think we already answered that. You don't really need it, but if you want to, feel free.
Yeah, I mean, you don't. If you're running WordPress, you can use either the code snippet or you can use the WordPress plugin, right? But if you do not use WordPress, you just use a standard HTML page, you can just use the code snippet and it works as well.
Perfect. Just bear with me. Nick is okay. Where Nick is saying good deal. Yes, it's let's see my agency feature, please. Okay, we already talked about the agency features. Good deal. If we manage billing elsewhere, it would be awesome to enable and disable the via API. That's from Nick. So basically, he's saying if you do offer, like we can manage our own billing, and if you do give us an API, so it's, I don't know, like you can connect through API the plans, and they can sell it. But again, I don't know like how many billing.
We can do this. We can do this. We have the API in place. It's just that I would have to provide them with the right information, and make sure that we do have this API available on the API, which I haven't checked yet. If the billing information is provided, but we could do it. If welcome to get in touch with me, and I will be happy to do it.
Perfect. Okay, Nick is asking another question. What happens when the session limit is hit? So now we can talk about the little add-on we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, you will get many intimidations and mails, and no. You will get a sort of a traffic warning, like a session limit warning. 100. If you reach 120% of the sessions, we would switch off, but you will be informed several times before. You can extend the tier 4 package. I think we've got this actually with you exclusively for I don't know if you had $12 there or 12 euros. If I'm not getting currency,
euros,
maybe I have to make a little adjustment. But I think we have set it up to 12 euros now. But if it's it will be 12 euros or dollars. You said dollars, so let's make it dollars and convert it. Exactly. So this is an add-on package you can then buy, and then you get more sessions.
So it's a 1 million additional session pack available for $12. And our platform is in dollars, so we offered that. But if you do want to make a request to change it, you can change it to euro, because you are a German company and you deal in it's up to you. It's a few bucks here and there, right?
Sometimes it's higher.
So it is for tier 4, and again, tier 4 lifetime deal plan. So if you can take advantage of it. It's extremely low. They try their best to make it as low as possible. Not really trying to profit from it and even additionally giving you 20% more, even if you cross your limit. That's very generous of them. So thank you so much. Let's see what else we got. We got What happened when the session limit hit? We already talked. We got Chaitanya here. Hello, guys. Hello, Chaitanya. It's not showing in the capture. Not okay. Nick is saying it's not showing in the capture. I'm not sure what he's asking. Thanks for the voiceover, Sammy. It's Chaitanya. It's great that there's a session rollover. Is there any upper limit, which we already discussed? We got Vladimir. Hello. Is 1 million additional session pack for $12 available only to tier 4 subscriber, or anyone can top up?
It's only for tier 4.
Tier 4, yeah. So I'm assuming like for people who are on tier 3 or tier 2 or tier 1, will there be a top up for them as well too, right? Obviously you want to make money, so you will have it for them later on too, something down the line.
Yes, I think we can do this.
But
it's going to have. I would say it should have a little bit of a higher pricing then, because otherwise it just doesn't.
Yeah, no,
the numbers don't match. But
yeah, guys, you have to understand. We actually significantly went down on this price, and again, all we are asking here, it's a limited lifetime deal. So if you grab it, get it now. It's for a really good price. You can already see how many features it comes with it. And I believe Daniel was telling me that he wants to deploy a few more. I think we already got India covered, right?
Yes, that was the reason for our
that's the reason
for the chaotic launch of this meeting.
Yeah.
Because I had to ask Sam, I think 4 times to give us a little bit of more time.
Is it deployed? Is it deployed the Indian?
Hindi is deployed. We deployed Hindi. We deployed Arabic. We deployed Hebrew, Thai. Let me think. What else? I think it was 32 languages. The new ones. The only thing, there's one limitation still, which is to come probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We still have to go over the. It sounds less complicated than it is. The legal prompt is around 12,000 lines of codes now. So it's not trivial to make changes there. We have to do this carefully. And to cover a new jurisdiction, it's not just like telling it, okay, generate a privacy policy for a company in Thailand or in India, but we have to make some adjustments so that these do comply then, or have sort of a lawyer quality. Or comparable quality to a specialized lawyer. And this will still be added so that you can also select all the new jurisdictions that are still missing.
So let me tell you guys, Daniel is one of those founders who like gets the feedback, he's like, okay, let me think over and I'm just gonna do it. So he's like, if you do have any feedback, that's what he's here for. He did told me earlier that he's planning to add the whole world. So guys, do take advantage of it. These are the founders. These kind of founders we love to work with. So good job on that. WordPlus, Nick is saying WordPlus plugin does make it easy. I wish I still was building a lot of WP LOL. So he's So WordPress, it's people still use it. What's gonna happen next with all this vibe coding and easy to build websites are available? I think WordPress will be still here. It's not going anywhere. They're gonna come up with something. Is it WordPress only tool or work for other sites too? So
it's platform independent.
Independent platform, use whatever you want. Shopify plugin will be available soon. Webflow is also going to be available soon, right?
Webflow, Magento or Adobe Commerce, Shopware, PrestaShop. What else? Joomla.
Joomla. Oh, don't remind me about Joomla.
It still exists.
It still exists. Okay.
It does exist. Typo 3, they all exist still. Yeah, I
This
mean,
is-
people are
this-
not changing all their running systems. So
I remember using HTMLs back in the day, and then I used Front Page, Microsoft Front Page,
yeah,
where you can drag and drop kind of builders. It was easy, it was fun. And then years later, I started with Joomla, and yeah, I remember I still have some a plugin or add-on, whatever they call, that I bought, and then I switched to WordPress and never looked back. I do enjoy WordPress, and sometimes I think about it. Why did I even use WordPress? Because it's so many builders, overwhelming. Things break for no reason, or for a reason because I updated. It's my fault. Okay, so let's move on. We have Kriti. Okay, tier 4 full white label. Can we see the example of what we can do in white label features? Kitty, we have already explained what how the white label works. Once this event is over, you can always go back on the YouTube and watch this. And again, Daniel is looking for more feedback. So if you have more feedback on it, he'll be happy to implement those and think over, make sure it's the right move. Ben, tell us, how did you come up with the name? Let's hear it one more time.
my wife is from Italy.
My wife is from Italy. You like
I would
biscuits
like
with
Biscotti,
biscotti.
of course.
Oh, that's funny. There could be a heavy times from month to month due to holidays, etc. But 2 month rolling. Uh, Sorry, 2 months. Sorry, uh, sorry, where did I miss that? 2 month rolling period is nice. Thank you. Perfect. In the future is fine for billing. For Daniel, I'll reach out to you for API etc. That's not showing in a capture comment. Was the drop down menu option you covered? Thank you. Maybe a different rate for other tier top ups. Yeah. So that's something that Daniel will discuss with his team, and try to make it reasonable as possible. But yeah, I would say if you need to grab tier 4, if you think you're going to be using it a lot for your agency, maybe grab a couple of tier 4s, right? Founder is good, team behind is solid. They are doing their best to give you a lot of features for a very reasonable price. That's about it. That's about we have. Do we want to announce a winner now? Do you want to pick anybody? We had a lot of questions from Nick, and yeah, we had a lot of questions from Nick. Looks like Nick is the so yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So normally, we depend. Sometimes we have a lot of audience. Too many people. Too many people asking questions. It's hard to pick. But I do see a clear winner, and people who are passionate about the product. Who are willing to give good feedback. That's itself is a huge value. So do reach out to me, Nick, and we'll hook you up with something. That that's about it. Any last words before we end this session, Daniel? I know we had to work very hard on this deal. We want to make sure it's sustainable for you guys, and it's good deal for the gang members. So, any last words?
Well, first of all, of course, thanks again for having me here. Well, and to all the Bird Gang members who sent me their feedback over the last days. It was an incredible feedback. It is the feedback I expected, and I wouldn't have expected actually before in that way, in this detailed way. Whoever buys this deal, please send me all your feature requests, all the bugs you may find. We love to develop this product with our customers, and you're the first people using it. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Daniel. Really appreciate that. Guys, feel free to join our community on Facebook group, and we'll look forward. And yeah, look forward for more deals coming up. We are going to launch some good tools. So hang in there. Bye, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.